Before we can forgive, we must first understand why we hold on. Because sometimes pain becomes more than memory, it becomes identity. And to release it means facing the part of ourselves that found comfort in the wound. So let's begin there, in the quiet space between hurt and healing, where the mind still clings and the heart still waits. We often think forgiveness is about others, but in truth, it's a war within ourselves. Every grudge we hold becomes a quiet ghost, haunting the edges of our mind, whispering reminders of pain we thought we buried. We tell ourselves, "I've moved on." But deep down, our nervous system still flinches when that name appears. Our body still remembers the story, even when our mind tries to forget it. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's a confrontation with our own attachment to suffering. Because sometimes pain becomes familiar, a shield, a companion, something we carry not because we love it, but because letting go means facing the silence that follows. Psychologically, the human brain craves justice. When we're hurt, the amygdala, the part that detects threat, keeps replaying the memory to protect us. It says, "Remember this so it never happens again." But that protection has a cost. Every replay keeps us trapped in the same emotional loop: anger, fear, resentment. And each time, our mind relives the past as if it's still happening. Forgiveness, then, is not about excusing what happened. It's about releasing yourself from the neurological cycle of pain. To forgive is to say, "I will no longer let this memory dictate my peace." It's not forgetting. It's freeing your nervous system from the burden of replay. Ask yourself, what pain are you still keeping alive? Because it makes you feel safe to remember it? And if you released it, who would you become without that story? Letting go is not forgetting. It's remembering, without the pain controlling the memory. Forgiveness begins when you stop waiting for an apology that may never come. When you choose peace over proof, and freedom over fairness. It's not about pretending everything's okay. It's about choosing not to let bitterness become the story of your life. Psychologically, forgiveness reshapes the mind. Studies show that when we let go of resentment, the brain shifts from a threat state to a healing one. Cortisol drops. The body releases tension it's carried for years. Even the heart beats differently. Softer, steadier, lighter. That's the invisible miracle of forgiveness. You heal in ways no one can see, but everyone around you can feel. Forgiveness is not a moment. It's a practice. Some days you'll feel free. Other days you'll feel the old wound pulling you back. That's okay. Healing isn't linear. It's a spiral that keeps guiding you upward. When you forgive, you're not saying you were right. You're saying, "I'm done suffering." You're reclaiming your mind, your peace, your power. So take a deep breath and imagine all the names, moments, and regrets you've been holding inside your chest. Now, one by one, release them into the wind. Feel the silence that follows. That's not emptiness. That's freedom. Forgiveness isn't about them. It's about you, finally coming home to yourself. And when the storm finally passes, you realize forgiveness was never about forgetting. It was about remembering, without pain deciding what the memory means. This is what freedom looks like. Not erasing the past, but walking forward without its weight. You've let go. Now it's time to come home to yourself.